In the short time it's been available to the public, AI has quickly become embedded in various aspects of our daily lives, from education to work and even just mundane tasks. The once futuristic concept is now being used by more than half of U.S. adults.
Our Queen City News Chief Business Correspondent Taylor Young joins us now. Taylor, Chat GPT, one of the most popular AI models, has been available to the public for about 2.5 years now. Yeah. We've seen a lot happen in that time frame.
We have, and just looking back to November of 2022, I covered Chat GPT when it officially went public, and it quite literally took the world by storm with both excitement and skepticism. I remember one of the first stories I did was with a professor at UNC Charlotte. There were concerns that students were going to be using Chat GPT to cheat on essays or research papers. I still think that's a concern today, but really just within the couple of first weeks, this really took off. Within the first 5 days of Chat GPT going public, it got over 1 million downloads, which was a milestone for any kind of application like this. And today, I mean, we're talking about over 400 million active weekly users in the US. Just for context, that's more than the population of the United States. So this has really taken off in a relatively short period of time.
Okay, so in those 2 years, how have we seen it evolve?
Yeah, I think the most noticeable is how we kind of interact with it, right? Because at first, just kind of focusing on Chat GPT here, it was more of like a chat bot. You'd use it maybe like you would for Google. Type in a question, it gives you an answer. But now it's really transformed. I mean, you can have full-on conversations like you're on a phone call with Chat GPT now in their latest version. It has human size. It really picks up on maybe more complex questions and ideas. And in its most recent version of Chat GPT, which is Chat GPT 4.5, you have to pay $20 a month for. I did bite the bullet and do that just to see what it's like. And I mean, you can do screen sharing, you can upload files, access to video and imaging processing. You know, according to OpenAI, it has the ability now to kind of handle more complex tasks. It's more accurate with its answers, and it kind of understands, again, the context of conversation. So it's gone from almost a form of Google to something that you can now have a full-blown conversation with.
Yeah, it learns your style and all that. How are most people using it? So some people are doing the 4.5, they're paying the $20 a month, but what's the average Joe? How are they interacting with ChatGPT?
So, and just to put it into context, I mean, 52% of US Americans report that they use an AI model weekly, very frequently. And I did ask ChatGPT, what is the most popular thing that people use you for? And it gave me kind of a generic answer, like the tasks or just random questions. But according to a study by Elon University, the majority of users actually use it for like personal learning, while others use, I think about a quarter, use it for actual work purposes, whether companies know that or not. So it kind of varies. But I do think over the last couple of years, we have seen a shift of a lot of people kind of turning to ChatGPT and other AI models for companionship. They ask it for relationship advice, for financial advice, really anything, just to kind of talk with someone, which I also do think kind of highlights, you know, maybe there are a lot of lonely people out there who are now turning to an AI bot to kind of give them a companionship.
With all the good that's evolved over the last 2 years, have there also been concerns on the flip side that have also evolved and grown?
Yeah, I mean, there has. I mean, misinformation continues to be the top concern with all of this. But I will say, according to a recent MMLU database, which is kind of the benchmark of how we can tell if how accurate AI models are, it says that 88.7% is accurate for ChatGPT. And I know when you're kind of thinking about, okay, what are we using these AI models for relationships, for personal finance, you know, 88% is great, but you'd like to see that be 100%. But it's come a long way just in the last couple of years. 2 years ago, it was about 50% accurate. I think other concerns are, you know, privacy concerns. If you're talking about your personal information, could this get leaked, or where is this information going to go? Another is security risks, and another one that I think is also a major concern here is the impact that this could have on jobs. But speaking about jobs, a lot of this has been consumer-based. It is estimated that 78% of businesses worldwide now use AI, an AI model in some function of their business. That's up from 55% just 2 years ago, and 99% of Fortune 500 companies are now using AI in their daily functions. So it's really come a long way. Its popularity has really picked up both on the consumer and business side. I don't think this is something that's going away at all.
The train's already left the station. Either get on board and ride with the train, or you're going to be left there behind.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, do you guys use AI?
Every day.
Yeah, every day. We do. We were just talking recently that, I mean, it definitely, for me, I've replaced just using the Google app to do my search functions, because not only can I get, if I'm just looking for an answer, but it also, as it gets to know you, which sounds a little creepy, but you know, it learns, you know, it knows that I have kids. It can suggest an answer based on being a dad and a husband, and you work early in the morning, and so it can also provide other things, not just doing mundane tasks. We used it for our trip to go out of town for everything. It was incredible.
Jordan and I used it to help plan our honeymoon out, our cruise and all that. We've used it for workouts.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in a time pinch. I have 30 minutes. What can I do here? It literally answers everything. And if you're worried about using Google, you say, hey, can you search these sites and give me the answer that all three of them say are the most common there? So it cuts down on your search time.
It does. I think I use it for a little more boring things. I'm using it to kind of redesign my living room right now.
That's
dark
cool.
academia
See, that's
vibe.
awesome,
So I
though.
take a picture of my living room. I'm like, hey, would dark curtains work in here? It will generate an image of my living room, and boom. So there's a lot of ways that people are using it today, but the concerns are real.
It is. I had a recent AI expert say, he's like, listen, if you have kids, first of all, teach them about it, teach them the dangers, I mean, the pros and cons that come with any new technology that we discover or create, right? There's going to be both sides of it. But the quicker the younger generation can learn how to use it for their advantage, not to get around to cheat or to try to cut corners, but to use it to make things quicker. I mean, it can help them in their career 10, 20 years from now that we never necessarily had growing up.
I think about when Google came out, right? And the internet was a big thing. And I think Taylor and I grew up in a generation, maybe Taylor, I don't want to say you're older than you are. I know I did, where we went from textbooks to doing our searches online. And so our teachers at first, some people were reticent about teaching kids to search online. Some people were saying, no, you need to embrace it. And it turned out by the time we were in college, every single search was pretty much done online and pulling your databases from there. So learning that at the point right now, learning it now will help those kids in the future.
And that's the same sentiment, because I've spoken with AI experts over the last couple of years about in the workplace, right? If you are worried that AI could potentially take your job, the best way to prevent that is incorporate AI in your skills. And there are a lot of courses now. I mean, we've seen brand new courses all across the country in colleges that are specifically teaching people how to use AI and incorporate it in their skill set, really, and put it on their resume. So it's going to be here. I don't think it's going away, so we might as well learn how to use it carefully, but still knowing that there are concerns with the other parts of it too.
Great advice. Taylor, thanks. Appreciate it.